It's been roughly 3 years since we got our last UFC installment. UFC 4 came out around 2020, and EA Sports is back again with none other than UFC 5. With their slogan, "It's as real as it gets." The latest installment of the critically acclaimed MMA fighter game is coming back, but with a vengeance. On the new Frostbite engine, which is taking control of the new next-gen consoles, UFC 5 seems to have potential to be one of the most realistic fighting games of our generation. EA Sports dropped a surprise video today, deep diving into the mechanics of their new fighting game. And I've got to tell you, this is the most realistic fighting game that I've seen in a while. Things like blood and sweat simply pop off the screen, making you feel like you're viewing a $80 pay-per-view fight versus a $80 video game that you can play within your leisure. The first new feature that they spoke on was the Real Impact system, which is basically one of the new features in the game, which allows you to honestly see visually how your opponent is suffering, judging on the attacks. If you kick them in the shin, they're going to stumble and limp. If you hit them in the eye, an indicator will appear in their health bar, letting them know that if they don't cover that bruise or cut, a doctor will come into the octagon and stop the fight in real time. This is another realistic feature that I had no idea they were going to add to the game. And it really, it's like a cherry on top for the ones that like to watch MMA fighting in real life. Submissions are back in the game. What would a UFC game be without submissions? But this time, for some reason, it looks to be a little more simple. Previous UFC titles have been a lot more complicated when it comes to the submission mini games and quick time actions, making it just an eyesore to really watch while playing the game if you happen to get tackled by your opponent or if you happen to go the submission route on your own. They say presentation is everything, and UFC 5 seems to take that to heart. The new cinematic replays feature allows each player to relive their best moments in a high fidelity cinematic state. This is a wonderful way for immersion and a nice way to rub your knockouts in the faces of your opponents. Referee interactions join UFC 5, and I gotta tell you, this is a W feature. Watching MMA on regular television, seeing one opponent on top of the other just beating their face in and the ref rushes to stop the fight has got to be one of the most joyful things of watching MMA, and they have added it this year. Licensed fighters such as Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali, and Mike Tyson will all be DLC fighters that you get with the $99 edition of the game. Pre-orders are live now. Put down in the comments what you feel, because I will definitely be playing on the channel. It's been your boy Living Jordan. I'm out.